basically it came out that that his interpreter, Ipe, um, was basically being investigated in a grander case for an illegal gambling syndicate in California, where basically he had racked up a certain amount of debt, almost $4.5 million in debt, in which he came out saying that, he told Otani and Otani, that he ran into debt and Otani was going to go ahead and pay for his losses. So there is records of wire transfers from Shohei Otani's personal account to this bookmaker, for making payments. There were two payments that were made for $500,000 each. And right now, we're really still in the fact, the fact collecting and information gathering. But clearly the Dodgers didn't want that around. So they went ahead and they fired Ipe Mizuhara, Shohei Otani's interpreter. And for those that don't know, this man has been with Ohtani since 2018 when he came to the United States. He's been an interpreter for the Angels. They sit down together every day and they go over, over film, over pitching analytics, over hitting analytics. They're best friends. They travel on the road together. They're always together. So, regardless of what Ohtani's involvement in, whether he was the one gambling and his interpreter is the one falling on the sword, or the interpreter was the one gambling, it's hard to think that people that spend so much time together don't know about what's going on. So it has come out that there were no wagers placed on Major League Baseball. The wagers were on international soccer, college football, NFL, and some NBA. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. And as of today, Major League Baseball is now officially launching them, their investigation into it, into collecting all the facts. So we have to assume that Ohtani and his people will be soon meeting with Rob Manfred and those people and the MLBPA, and so will the interpreter, because this is a pretty big case. Regardless of if Ohtani was the one gambling, it still happened in a state where, or if he was or he wasn't, or Ipe was and Ohtani was paying, it still happened in a state where gambling is still deemed illegal. So any payments to an illegal bookmaker would still be deemed illegal. So there was obviously a law broken here, and now it's trying to gather all of the information and seeing who really is at fault and who's being led astray.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that too, because it's like I don't know who's to blame here. Like there was some law that was broken, obviously. So I don't want to say Shohei did this or whoever did that, even though it kind of does feel like his boy falling on the sword for him. But I will say this about the situation. There's two things I take from this. One is we're getting more into the gambling world where it's being advertised more. I mean, media companies are being promoted, are being sponsored by gambling companies. Shit, fucking ESPN. ESPN is talking about this with the ESPN bet logo on the right-hand corner of the fucking screen. I do think there's a lot of fake conversation about the state of gambling right now, because I feel like people are fake caring about this shit. Like, and not to say all people, I'm just going off a couple things. Like, I don't think people give a fuck about gambling the way they want people to think they give a fuck about gambling, or this is going to be an even bigger problem. And I'm not saying that it's not, but you don't really care. A lot of people are just mad about this situation because Shohei Ohtani didn't pick their goddamn team. Let's just call a spade a spade. We can even go to 30 years ago with the Michael Jordan thing. A lot of that was, we need to find something to tear Michael Jordan down because he looks so fucking squeaky clean. And so, like with Shohei Ohtani, his relationship with the media, a lot of people were upset about how he went away his free agency, not speaking to the media and things of that nature. So I feel like that has some part to do with it. And I also feel like people are doing too much of this. We're saying, well, we need to get rid of this right now where it's not legal everywhere. And I just don't feel like that's a fair conversation to have, because I don't think people really care about that. Like, if we're going to talk about the problems that gambling has, and y'all correct me if y'all think I'm wrong or not, I feel like it's everybody has a vice. Do vices go too far? Yeah. We see alcohol ads all the damn time. I don't see motherfuckers, getting, up in arms about alcohol. Like, Every niggas is professional weed heads, and not that I have a problem with that, but that's a drug too. Everybody has a vice. So why are we acting like betting is so much worse than any of these other things going? This is from somebody who drinks a lot. But let's just be real about the fucking situation here. And we just need to get into what you're really, really mad about. And for the MLB's perspective, I get why they're upset, because in the MLB rules, you cannot bet on the game of baseball. So I get that. But let's just have the actual conversation that we're trying to have here. It's not about betting. It's you're upset about Shohei Ohtani. That's really what it comes down to. Now, as far as Ohtani and his interpreter, whoever did it, whether it was Shohei or his interpreter, y'all niggas need to have a better game plan. Like there should have been somebody should say, all right, what we gonna say? Like, because you can't come out here and say, oh, this was on me, but Shohei transferred money to me, and then like not too long later, oh, well, he never had anything to do with the money. It don't smell right. I'm not investigating, even I know that shit. So whoever did it, they need to get their fucking story straight. Do I think anything will happen to Shohei? No, they're going to protect him, just like the NBA did Michael Jordan. They protected Michael Jordan. Like, he didn't get suspended. The long myth of he got suspended. If you thought that David Stern will take his biggest asset and suspend that nigga, it doesn't make any sense. The MLB is not going to take their biggest asset, which is Shohei Ohtani, and suspend him, whether there was wrongdoing or not. We know the MLB don't give a fuck. So to wrap my opinion up on this, I just think people need to have more of a sincere conversation on what we really mad about, because I don't think niggas really care about the fucking gambling. Go ahead, Mike.
Right. So, like you said, it's not like they're going to do anything anyway. It's going to be swept under the rug. He's the biggest star. They're not finna let that money go down the drain. Like, MLB don't give a fuck. Like, when the steroid era was there, everybody hoopla, all that's bad. If it was so fucking bad, give the money back. Give the money back. When the steroid era, give the fucking money back then. Guess what? You're not, because your ratings go up. Shohei Ohtani comes in town, the Dodgers, the jersey sales, everything. Like, don't matter if he did it. Like, honestly, like you said, the only reason why it would be, in my eyes, wrong, because like Mike said, in the state of California, you can't gamble. But to me, honestly, if you're not gambling on your sport, go ahead and gamble. Do what the fuck you want to do. I don't care what you do in your spare time, as long as you ain't murdering people, molesting people, all that other crazy shit. Do what the hell you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like Scott said, you have a vice. Like, people smoke weed, people, they drink, they gamble. Like, that's the normal fucking American way. You know what I'm saying? But they're not going to take away the biggest asset. He just signed this big contract. And trust me, if he did it, somebody's going to take the blame. Yep. And that's just what's going down. So I don't really, care. Do I think he did it? I don't know. I don't really, say give a fuck. If the interpreter going down for it, I'm pretty sure he's going to be well paid off for going down for it. So,
he going to be rich forever. Ohtani going to look out for his boy.
Paper on these player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not going to hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not going to